Alright, in this video we're going to add a to-do. Getting it to work is going to be pretty similar to updating, but then we're going to have to add validation to it. So to start off, we're going to add create in the back end. So we'll go to the to-do controller, and in the store function we'll go to-do, create, request all, return back. And we already have the route, so the backend's all set up, but we can't test it out till the end. So we'll create a new component called create.view. Save. Add a task. And we'll import this new component in todos.view. Import create from create.view. And we'll add create below the other data. And we should see it say add a task below all the data. There it is. Let's add some space around it. So go back to create.view. Wrap this in a div. And we'll give it a class. Padding top. 5VH. Save. There we go, that looks better. So now it's just text. We're going to make it an input. Input type equals text. And then I'll also add the checkbox. Save. There we go, we'll add a placeholder. There we go. And let's add some formatting. Margin right. Save. That looks better. And we'll add a submit button. I'll just put a plus sign there. Save. There it is, and we even have the pointer. And I'll just add some space here. Padding left. Save. There, that looks better. Alright, but it doesn't do anything yet. This does nothing. So now we'll add the back end. So we'll import use form. Okay, and now we'll create the inertia form. Const form equals use form. And there's two inputs here. So we'll have two items here. And the first is description. And we want it to be initialized to have nothing in the field. So this sets the initial value. And completed. We want it to initialize to be false, so unchecked. All right, now we'll connect the form to the inputs. So vModel equals form.description. And for the checkbox, vModel equals form.completed. And now we'll create the function that will run when we submit. So const, we'll call it create. And it's an arrow function. Form.post to /todo. And because we're calling .post, the resource route knows to call the store function. The update function uses a put request, and destroy uses a delete request. But we're doing a post request. And now we're going to call this function. First we'll wrap the inputs in a form. And then we'll add at submit.prevent equals create. Save. And now if all goes well, we should be able to add a task. So let's say go to sleep, add, and there we go. But it's not clearing it out after it's submitted. So we can add that here on success. Form.reset. Save and we'll try it again. So let's say set alarm and we'll add a check just to make sure that's working too. Click plus. Yay, it's working and it cleared it out. Checkbox is working too. Now there's something we haven't addressed yet. Let's say we just click the plus sign without adding any data. And we get an error message. Column description cannot be null. So we don't want the users getting any of these nasty error messages. And this one's coming from the migration. We've set completed to be nullable, but description by default is not nullable, so it has to have something in there. So this is what's called form validation, and we'll get to that next.